want to marry Delia. You can't.
Look, it's all decided. Delia knows, everybody knows. There's really nothing more to talk about.
Oh, yes, there is. There's Faith.
I saw her this afternoon. I explained as much as I could.
Honey, please. Don't do this. Mother!
Darling, you know how I feel. There is no solution that's going to be fair all the way around.
But this would be terrible all the way around. If he marries Delia, nobody will be happy.
Well, at least there'll be one responsible parent.
Who's miserably unhappy married to its mother. And he will be. He'll never be able to satisfy her. She'll drive him insane. Worse than she did Frank. You know it's true. Tell him.
Mary, I'm not sure what's right for either one of them anymore.
What the hell is the matter with all of you? Mother, this is wrong. Faith is the girl for Pat. They should have been married today, right on schedule, and we all should have been here to make that happen. Frank, talk to him.
I already have, and he's not interested in my advice.
Or anybody else's. Look, you've all been hounding me to make a decision. I've done it. And that's it. I'm going over to the hospital to pick Delia up right now. Now, if you can't welcome her, at least try and stay out of her way.
Have you talked to Faith? Yes, dear, I've tried. She was on duty. I'm going to speak to her when she's at home. It'll be a little more private.
Well, I don't want to wait.
Bob, she's not blaming you.
Yes, she is, Maeve. She has a right to blame me.
Mary's upset for reasons that have more to do with her than to do with her brother, Pat. Yes, she has her heart set on Pat's marrying Faith and on St. Patrick's Day. But it's the trouble with Jack that's really eating away at her. I mean, don't you remember that it was last year, this very night, that the two of them were in here, in this very room here, planning their wedding?
Tell me something, Father. What happens with the annulment if I only have one witness instead of two? Is that much of a problem?
Oh, yes, it would cancel the whole proceeding.
You mean they let a single detail like that stand in the way?
Jack, the tribunal requires two witnesses who will testify that you were opposed to having children when you got married. Now, if you can't produce this to people, there's insufficient evidence that you committed fraud.
Well, I have them. Well, just one of them won't talk because she's on Mary's side.
Oh, that's a difficult situation.
It's a ridiculous situation. Look, well, can I get a waiver or something?
I'm afraid not.
Well, Father, how many times did a guy go around saying, I don't want kids? I've been racking my brain trying to think of somebody who heard me when I was sounding off about... Wait a minute. Yeah, there's a guy. I guess I could ask him to testify if I have no other choice.
Well, now, I suppose we ought to do something to get the party started, huh?
It's already started without us, Ta. But if we give it a little effort, I bet we could turn it into a real bash, eh?
That's the spirit. Good lad.
After you.
Oh, no. After you.
Alphonse, Gaston, Gaston, Alphonse.
Monday, work, gym, talk to mom. Tuesday, work, extra work, mini crisis at work, skip the gym. Wednesday, same as Tuesday. Thursday, same as Wednesday, worse than Tuesday. Friday, work, crisis avoided, exhaustion.
Is the drama of your work week getting in the way of your favorite daytime dramas? Watch SoapNet, the full-time network devoted exclusively to soaps, 24/7. You can watch today's episodes tonight or a whole week's worth every weekend. SoapNet, soap watching made easy.
Jack is on the prowl.
You're a very special girl.
But is he after Mary's love?
I do want to make love to you.
Or her brother's dirty secret?
I'm in love with someone who's not my wife.
The Ryan's Hope-a-thon. Back-to-back episodes of the Ryan family sagas.
I know I love you. And I'm gonna hold on to you.
She could die in a matter of minutes.
The Ryan's Hope-a-thon. Sunday at 8 a.m., 5 Pacific on SoapNet.
Oh, Faye. Hi. Pat just told me that guy he's crazy.
And Delia she ought to be locked up at the very least.
Well, if it were up to you and me.
I tried talking to him, and so did Frank, but I was mad, and I guess everything Frank said came out wrong. Pat thought it did.
A lot of this is about Frank. Oh, Mary, I could go on for hours about why Pat is hung up on Delia. Maybe I will someday. But my understanding, it doesn't do any good. I can't force my insights on him. Come hell or high water, he's gonna marry her.
But he loves you. You know, for a while after Frank left her, I was terrified that she'd latch on to Pat, trap him somehow. But once she got engaged, I stopped worrying, and the thought just didn't cross my mind again.
Well, we both made that mistake. Oh, hey, come on. You can't go into mourning over this, not on St. Patrick's Day. I know darn well that there's a party at the Ryans, and you should be there.
It's a party. That was supposed to be for my brother and my new sister-in-law, remember?
Well, we're as good as sisters anyway.
True. In the sister department, you do all right. Have you told Jill?
Yeah. I let a whole lot of steam off with her.
Good. I'm glad she was up to listening. How's the baby?
Still holding his own. I'm gonna check on him when I get off duty today.
Are you free tonight?
Of all nights.
Well, you can't be alone. Let's go have a drink.
No, you are going over to the Ryans like every other year, and I have my own little plan, so you don't have to worry about me being lonesome.
Do you mean that? Or just being brave?
Cross my heart. I mean to have some company. Now, you go over across the street or you're gonna miss Maeve singing. I'm okay. Thanks.
Okay. I believe you. And I think you're terrific.
Now listen, Marie. You see, at that very moment, St. Patrick decided to rid Ireland of its entire snake population. So, from the top of that magnificent mountain, Croagh Patrick in Connaught, he commanded the serpents and all other viperous creatures to leave this country forever after, and you better believe it, they left.
You mean to tell me that all those serpents just sort of slithered away?
Well, it's just so strange you should mention it, Clem. For as fate would have it, there was one serpent not cast out to the others. Now,
no passport.
No passport, no money, nothing. Well, whether he was asleep or hiding or whatever, I can't say, but remain he did. However, St. Patrick soon was informed of his whereabouts. So, old Patrick decided to pay the dilatory fellow a visit and induced him, dilatory fellow indeed, and induced him to go down into the depths of Loch Ness on the promise he'd be released on the morrow. So, the children in the neighborhood forever after of the loch can hear the poor fellow as he raises his head above the water at the dawning of each new day and asking, "Is this the morrow of the day? Oh, tell me, is this the morrow of the day?" Oh, alas for him, as alas any poor soul who waits for the morrow that never comes.
Let her tell me straight. You mean in all the time in Ireland you never saw an occasional snake?
Not even an occasional one.
Right. What?
We've had newts.
Newts?
Straight.
So they fly, you know.
And
Would you credit, Clem, that the most interesting of Irish frogs don't hop? They run.
In the north part of America, they're running all over the place. They're a nary a snake.
You won't find a snake. No. Only if you look over. Turn up a rock, you'll never see no snake.
They're very peculiar creatures. They have their own little mold. You can snakes are all of them. All the same thing. When you get right down.
Want to go the distance? You know, all the way? To drama, intrigue, and passion? Then welcome to SoapNet, the full-time network devoted exclusively to soaps and everything about them. Devoted to heart-stopping drama, the intriguing characters you love, and the passion you know you can't live without. SoapNet, only soaps all day and all night. For people who love their soaps. When I love forever. SoapNet, devoted to soaps and you.
Tonight on SoapNet at 10 p.m., 7 Pacific, it's General Hospital. Bobby and Roy, this is their story. They found a second chance at love. But his past has put them in danger.
What do you expect to gain holding me hostage?
I'd have to make an example of you.
And it could cost them their lives.
You aren't going anywhere.
Their story is your story. Don't miss General Hospital. Tonight at 10 p.m., 7 Pacific, right here on SoapNet.
And throw him into the sea.
I'll see what he wants, John.
Just tell him Mary's out for the evening.
Yes, ma'am. Hello there, Jack.
Hi. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, thank you. Would you believe that I've missed you?
Would you believe it's mutual?
I don't suppose you're here to join us with the party.
No.
Well, Mary went off looking for Faith, but she should be back any minute now.
I didn't come to see Mary. I have to talk to Johnny.
Oh, Jack, this place is filled with trouble these days.
I won't start anything. It's about the annulment. If he just raises his voice, I'll go out fast. I promise.
Right. John.
Detective?
How are you, Jack?
Not bad. Johnny?
What do you want?
About 5 minutes of your time.
Now? Oh, don't you notice we're trying to have a little celebration here?
Well, all the more reason why you shouldn't stand around empty-handed. Kevin, the man here needs a beer, please. Coming up.
What I have to ask you about has to do with your low opinion of me as Mary's husband and your interest in seeing the marriage dissolved. For once, we won't have much to disagree about.
Why don't we step back to the kitchen?
Let's stick around in case I have to be escorted to the door. Thank you, Kevin. I take it you still want to see Mary free?
Well, I always said she could do better for herself, Jack.
Right. Well, you'd be pleased to know that the church may very well grant me an annulment. If I can just take care of one small hitch.
Well, now, I've already had my say on the subject of an annulment. But Mary's against it, and I promise to stand behind her.
Okay, well, let me put it this way. Would you tell the simple truth before a church tribunal?
Truth about what?
About an incident, you remember?
Do you want him to act as a witness for you?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I need 2 witnesses. I got them, but one of them was kind of shy about speaking out. Now, before I married Mary, you heard me say that I didn't want children.
Well,
no, well, you're telling him what he remembers. You're not asking him, Jack.
Yeah, right. You took the words right out of my mouth. Now, when was this incident? Where were we?
Right here, in the kitchen. Yeah, I came to see Mary, but she wasn't home for work yet. You were, feeding little John. We had a debate of sorts about the joys of child rearing.
Well, no, I can't remember any specific incident, Jack.
We had a rip-roaring fight, Johnny. You couldn't forget it.
Well, now, let's see. You say it was like in the evening, around maybe 6 o'clock, was it?
Little John's dinner was all over him. And all over you. And all over the floor. I commented on what a homie scene was. I think I said, if this is family life, remind me to skip it. I think that's how I started the discussion.
Why, I tell you, when you get older, the memories go so fast.
If you want your daughter rid of me once and for all, you want her to have a nice new marriage that both you and the church can bless, you'd be smart to cooperate. Now, I know you remember it just like it was yesterday. For your daughter's sake, will you please testify before the tribunal?
I'm Brooke Alexander.
And I'm David Forsyth. On the next Soap Center, A Night to Remember, we're your VIP pass to the Soap Digest Awards.
From soap arch rivals to off-screen friends, One Life to Live's Dorian and Jenny reunite in real life.
We personally hit it off right away.
Plus the ultimate shopping spree as the girls from Port Charles take Rodeo Drive.
Good stuff, good stuff. Join us for Soap Center today on SoapNet.
Devoted to soaps and you.
SoapNet is devoted to you, the Soap fan. Devoted like Tad was to Dixie before he went away. Then came back as Ted Orsini and was devoted to Brooke, but quickly became re-devoted to Dixie until she went away. And now they're devoted to each other once again. SoapNet is the first and only network devoted to the soaps, the stories, and the characters you love. Devoted like Tad and Dixie are.
Together.
Forever. Again, for the third time. SoapNet, devoted to soaps and you.
Were you really trying to kill yourself?
How'd you find out?
I have my sources.
Well, I'm much better, thank you. Pat's coming here and he's taking me home tonight.
Don't you realize the drug you took could have damaged you severely at the very least? Delia, was this another stunt to get Pat? Or another trick that backfired on you? Or were you so desperate that you really wanted to die?
Look, I'm alive and I want to stay alive.
Tell me. Tell me what you really meant to do.
Oh, I didn't mean to commit suicide. Now, look, I want you to get out of here before Pat...
No!
Okay, would you...
You took an overdose of Propaxifene, which could have caused convulsions or death. Now, I want to know how desperate you were when you took them.
Okay, all right, you're talking about Jack's painkillers, right? All right, I took a few of those. Now, I didn't expect that to happen. Now, you see, if Pat got there in time, there wouldn't have been any danger. All right, I'm a little weak, but I'm not crazy, okay? See, I had to show Pat how important he was to me.
Anyone who would go to those lengths has to be a little crazy.
Look, I spent all day long with the psychiatrist telling him over and over again it was an accident. I don't want to talk about this anymore, okay? I don't want to speak about it, okay? I'm all right.
No amnesia or confusion. They've been monitoring your heart.
Yeah, that's why I'm dying to get out of here.
You haven't got the faintest idea how lucky you are to be walking away from this, do you?
Yeah, but you see, I had to promise the psychiatrist I would come here and visit him so he would let me go.
Oh, my God. Poor Faith. At war with the likes of you.
Well, I think the war is over. And I guess I won. Pat's gonna marry me.
I don't know why I bothered to worry about you. Merely paying my respects to your fiancé. Good night. Have a pleasant evening. Oh, congratulations. Every happiness.
I'm sorry, Patty. I just came in out of the green.
How are you feeling?
Well, I'm a little shaky, but I'll feel better when we get back home.
You sure you want to leave tonight?
Yeah, I'm positive. Only I don't want to see anyone at the party, okay? So maybe we could go up the front staircase and we can spend a quiet evening together. Maybe you can sit and just talk with me for a while.
Okay. Got all your stuff together?
Patty. Please don't be sad.
I'm tired, Dee.
I think it's a little more than that. Did you tell Faith? Okay, well, I understand how terrible it is. And I understand more than you think. If you want to talk to somebody, you know I can help you.
I am not engaged to Faith anymore. You and I are going to get married as soon as I can arrange it. It's really all settled. I don't want to discuss it further. There's no point, you know? There's no point in stirring it all up again.
Okay. Okay, I guess you're right.
I'm glad you got my message. Thanks for coming. I know you were planning on going to the Ryans.
Oh, shut up. You know I want to be with you this evening. I can't think of anything better. I'm sick about you and Pat, but I think I can be more help to you right now than I can to him. So please, call on me when you want to be with a friend.
Thanks.
Okay. So what'd you have planned tonight, huh? Anything special?
Well, there is an idea that kind of appeals to me, if it's okay with you.
Jack is on the prowl.
You're a very special girl.
But is he after Mary's love?
I do want to make love to you.
Or her brother's dirty secret?
I'm in love with someone who's not my wife.
The Ryans Hope-a-thon. Back-to-back episodes of the Ryan family sagas.
I know I love you. And I'm gonna hold on to you.
She could die in a matter of minutes.
The Ryans Hope-a-thon. Sunday at 8 a.m., 5 Pacific on SoapNet. Tonight on SoapNet at 9 p.m., 6 Pacific, it's One Life to Live. Max, Blair, and Sky. This is their story. A lovable con man. His wife is in the dark, and his mistress knows too much.
I'm the one holding the cards.
Now Max's future is in Sky's hands.
There's something you should know about me and Max. Do you have the guts to stick around and find out the truth?
Their story is your story. Don't miss One Life to Live. Tonight at 9 p.m., 6 Pacific, right here on SoapNet.
Come on, Johnny. Give me an answer and I'll go.
An answer to what? Aaron Gobra and all that. What a nice surprise.
I'm not staying. I just came by to talk about something with your father.
No kidding.
Yeah, Jack was just asking me to testify for him in the annulment proceedings.
My. We are desperate, aren't we?
Heard me say that I'd never have children.
Well, that's the way Jack remembers it anyway.
Uh-huh. And how do you remember it, Doc?
Well, it's funny now. You know, the memory just escapes me. I mean, I must be going senile in my old age.
You gonna stick with that? Okay.
All right, now come on. This is getting dull here. Isn't it about time the dear old mother warbled a song? Sit her up.
Yes,
Please.
Came on business, it's done, and now I'm going home.
Since you came all the way up here, why don't you stay and talk to me? I never see you.
You're not supposed to see me. We're separated, Mary. Soon it's going to be permanent, so why don't you start looking around for some other guy? They're probably already standing around in line.
It won't be permanent. Without your two witnesses, you can't get an annulment.
I'll get my witnesses.
I'll fight for you.
Go back to your party. I shouldn't have come here tonight. I'm sorry.
It's not my party. I'd much rather use this time to review our situation. Let's go upstairs.
We'll just both be more hurt by the house.
Don't you ever feel like you need to see me?
Yes. And I want to get over that.
Danny boy, the pipes are calling. From glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. 'Tis you must go, while I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. For I'll be here in sunshine or in shadows. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. And when you come and all the roses falling, and I lay dead as dead I will maybe, then come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me. And I will hear no softy tread above me, and on my grave will warmer, sweeter be, and you will bend and tell me that you love me, and I will sleep in peace.
Too busy for a little fantasy? No time for a bit of adventure? Can't even squeeze in a touch of two-faced scheming? Then you need to get soaps back into your life. Try SoapNet, the full-time network devoted to the soaps you know and love. SoapNet's schedule is designed with you in mind. That means if you missed your favorite soaps this week, you can catch up in back-to-back weekend marathons. With SoapNet, you can never be too busy to catch your soaps. Because what's life without a little drama? SoapNet, soap watching made easy.
We regret to inform you that the original Ryan's Hope episode, which would have been seen at this time, is one of the few lost episodes from the Ryan's Hope library.
Can't bear to miss a single episode of Ryan's Hope? SoapNet.com can fill in those lost episode gaps with complete outlines of the missing shows. And check out all the other SoapNet.com exclusive features.
Coming up next, Ryan's Hope.
SoapNet.com, devoted to soaps and you. Busy week?
Don't ask.
SoapNet understands. Unwind with the Knots Landing Catch-Up Marathon.
You earned it.
SoapNet replays last week's episodes each Sunday night.
It's a wonderful idea.
So you won't miss a single story.
We want to go home with you.
The children are in danger.
They've been just fine.
Want to dance?
Hi there.
Knots Landing Catch-Up Marathons, a service provided by SoapNet. Sunday at 12 midnight, 9 Pacific.